that you can indeed do it, that you can be a champion in a community like this. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Rebel, here we go. Enter TJ, history of the making. Lord, we're 30 seconds away. 99 points. You gotta be kidding me. It is a big fight feel here tonight for the first time ever in a year. The Gaming Weekly's back in the most polarizing game in the history of gaming. TGW has come their way to the venerable Fortnite. Hey everybody, welcome to GameSide. Adrian Matt here at GameSide, and for some reason, for some silly reason, the Gaming Weekly directors have sent these goofballs to join me here on Commentator here tonight. I have no idea why they're here, but nonetheless, welcome Toxic, Dark, and Game.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. Lovely to join you, Adrian.
Oh my lord. Okay, so from what I understand, behind the scenes, you guys are actually upset over the fact that I've been voicing my opinions, saying that the Gaming Weekly is the best channel of all time. Last week in TGW, Corey Kenshin was called out courtesy of me. I actually said that Corey Kenshin was one of the worst YouTube channels of all time, how the Gaming Weekly deserves a lot more respect and recognition than that guy, and how we're better than PewDiePie and all that stuff, and we are better than PewDiePie, but you guys have a very different, contrasting opinion, so I'm quite interested to see what you guys have to say.
Okay, so why do you think Corey Kenshin is worse than you?
Well, it's not that he's worse than us. He's boring and he's bad. And I'll tell you why. His content is absolutely hideous. It's one of the worst, just so you know. It is one of the worst content in the history of YouTube. You're going to tell me that that guy's more entertaining than the Gaming Weekly? The Gaming Weekly is able to offer so many things on a weekly basis, by the way. Of course you're going to just say yes. You're not going to say no to this, just so you know. But nonetheless, I was going to say Corey Kenshin is a very bad YouTuber. I'll tell you this right now. Corey Kenshin is one of the worst, and I'll tell you, the guy does the same thing every single week. The guy, of course, not just that, but also his entire content is literally the same thing. You don't see the Gaming Weekly being the same on a weekly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed Fortnite, though I'll tell you this much, of course, and the rules are simple. Every single team battling right now are going to try to become the final team standing. Once you get eliminated, you're out of the game. Now, keep in mind, there is a storm wrapped around the map. The storm can engulf the entire frame and in the process hurt you, so it's critical for the team to be inside the safe zone. In other words, the circle. So if you're last team standing, you are the winner of the matchup. Go on with your point.
Okay, why do you think Corey Kenshin is bad?
I just said it. I just said it multiple times.
You just talked about your own video.
He has no personality, and he sits there and actually talks about his video games, and he yells at his, come on, you're going to tell me that he's entertaining? The Gaming Weekly is one of the greatest, if not the greatest channel of all time, and we deserve and we've earned the recognition and, of course, the attention that TGW is able to bring on a weekly basis. But look at this. Oh my, this matchup is beginning to break down here tonight. What were you going to say?
Well, I mean, if I look at the views here, he gets around what, like 2.3.
Okay.
Around 2.3 million.
Subscriptions dictate how popular a
averaging.
YouTube channel is.
So clearly the mass population is a. Hold on, just real quick. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut
subscriptions
over
only dictate how popular a YouTube channel is. However, content dictates how good a YouTube channel is. We have better content than the man. Sure, he has more views and subscribers, but guess what? We have more. We have better content. That is a fact. That is a given.
How so?
Well, the fact that we're able to bring storylines, characters, not just that, but also matches, tournaments, championships on a weekly basis, and a variety of different games out there. What does Corey Kenshin do? Oh, he just sits on his chair and plays video games.
Does your fan base like that?
That's entertaining, all right. And look at that! A shot right there to the midsection. No, not at all. There's a lot more stuff going on. We're not necessarily singular. We are, of course, well-rounded as the TGW whole. As you can see now, this matchup is beginning to break down, and this man now is crawling down. I do want to say the Gaming Weekly returning Fortnite for the first time in a year, and looks like I do have an announcement. TGW Board of Directors are informing me right now that TGW is going to be well, of course, bringing in championships for the first time in 2 years, so it looks like the tradition continues on in TGW, so that's going to be interesting. Going back to my point, though, we are better than all the YouTubers out there for one reason. The fact that we're different, ubiquitous.
How are you
we're actually
different?
unique. And the fact of the matter is, well, again, when do you see a YouTube channel host game nights and commentary with the characters and the storylines on a weekly basis? It happens here. Those characters are boring, too. They don't even have any characters in the Pro League. The Gaming
Just
Weekly
because you have characters
brings in the
doesn't mean that it's good,
We're
right?
very creative. We think outside of the box every single week. We're able to do that on a week-in and week-out basis, just so you know. The Gaming Weekly is the best of all time.
Well, just because you have characters doesn't mean that they're necessarily good characters.
It's entertaining.
Well,
what do you want to do? Just sit there and watch people play and that's it?
It doesn't seem like your fan base enjoys that,
This is a very entertaining style
correct?
TGW is able to bring. This is a very entertaining style.
It doesn't seem like the characters are entertaining enough to bring in... Sorry, hold on. Just real quick. It doesn't seem like the characters are entertaining enough to bring your fan base back to your dead channel. Because, I mean, if I'm looking at the subscriber to view count,
what's
it's
the definition of
extremely
dead?
low.
What's the definition of dead? I talked to you this before the
There's
broadcast.
not necessarily
What's the
a definition
of dead?
but
It
we're
is
talking about
when
a
a
dead channel.
It is
We're talking
when
about
it's unresponsive. We're not getting any views or subscriptions. Clearly, we're getting some views here and there, so you can't necessarily say that it's dead. But I'll tell you this much. Of course, the Gaming Weekly has taken a hit, a fall in views. I even openly admitted that. That's the reason why I'm ranting. The Gaming Weekly deserves more views.
Just real quick, I'm so curious. I'm so curious. What do you think a dead channel is to you? Like, if a 40K
channel that has no subscribers and 0 views?
would that be like posting content?
It's not that hard to think about it.
Okay.
By the way, I wanted to throw this joke in. With you guys in this party, the Revenge of the Nerds.
Man, you're really cracking yourself up with that one, Adrian. You really got yourself cracking.
Joining us here tonight in the party, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, combating the, I guess, the opinions that I have here tonight. Better than what you can ever do. Yeah, your jokes are dead. That's for sure.
Lack of activity or excitement. Exactly.
Okay, lack of activity. So guess what? We're not lacking activity. Hello,
extremely.
We're still uploading on a weekly basis.
Well, I mean, you're still
every
uploading,
single week.
so, like,
TW's uploading
barely
the
any
videos.
viewers,
There's still
like, come on,
activity.
dude.
Anyhow, the teammates are looking to compartmentalize. Yes. Okay. Great. Nice point. What a wrong point of yours. Why are you still here, by the way? That's what I want to know.
I'm not trying to be
anyway,
mean or anything, but Jodrock is being very disruptive. Very disruptive.
He was actually defending you guys, but anyhow,
I know, but he's still being disruptive.
I love Jodrock.
All
right, he's a good guy.
No offense.
Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, this team is placing number 28th, and it's going to be very critical for these teammates to work together as a team, as a pack of a unit, to try to dismantle all the rest of the TGW superstars involved with the game. As mentioned in the rules previously, all members in this matchup are going to have to do all they can to try to survive, and that is to place themselves in the #1 victory royale in the #1 spot here on Fortnite. Well, I might as well talk over you guys.
Yeah, just kind of talk over.
You guys are talking nonsense.
What do you mean by nonsense? I mean,
hold on.
I'm trying to get a
have
mutual understanding of what a dead channel is, and to you, a dead channel is having literally 0 views when you upload daily. Or
that's what it is.
That's not what it is.
Lack of activity and excitement.
Literally, it's having a certain amount of subscribers, and your views are not reciprocating the same
subscribers don't have activity, and they have no excitement. Therefore, it's dead. Clearly, the Gaming Weekly has activity on a weekly basis, as I stated before. Not just that, but also we're getting views out of there, so guess what? We're not dead.
The subscribers that you once had. Do you realize that?
Yeah, you've been saying the same thing all night long. Anyhow, nonetheless, as you can see, this team placing 28th, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course you're going to say that.
Top of the roof.
Okay, you're not even going to engage with the argument.
To see who's going to be winning here tonight in this Fortnite matchup. Oh, watch out. There's a shot right there to the side of the face. The opponent went down. It's crawling right now. And check this out. I'll tell you that much.
What?
How many views do you get? What a shock.
That's a pretty uncharitable thing to say. If, like, you don't make
content. Oh, just so you know, for the guy that
to...
literally just said that he doesn't have a YouTube channel,
okay,
I gotta tell you,
how are you able to compare something if they don't even make content? I'm curious.
You have no talent whatsoever. Nobody in this party except for me has talent, I'll tell you that much. And let's talk about PewDiePie, for example. We were talking about Corey Kenshin. I also wanted to mention this. PewDiePie is another guy that is a part of the problem on YouTube. The guy has millions of views, 3 million views. Yes, he has 100 million subscribers. Can only get about 2 million, but nonetheless, these millions of people are watching this YouTuber. Oh, wait a second, I'll get to that in a minute. I believe this team now continues the assault, not just that, but also the momentum. And I believe they have actually won the entire game. Congratulations to these two as they celebrate in this match. Going to my point.
Are you conceding to my argument,
for how long?
Adrian?
I mean, come on now. PewDiePie has been here for millions and millions, by the way. Well, yeah, they just won the match.
Man, you keep on talking about
has been here for a long time, and the fact that this guy
jealous of his views.
Well, no, we're not jealous. We're just.
I mean, you constantly talk
We've
about
been
Corey
here every
Kenshin
single
and
week.
PewDiePie and all these successful YouTubers while you're all the way in
fans.
the ground, just scraping for these viewers that you once had. It's almost as if
we're
you're like
able to entertain
coping
the great TGW fans, and not just that. You call it scraping. I believe it's time for us to rise up. Of course, you wouldn't know anything about using your voice. You would not know anything about using your voice. I can guarantee you that. You seem like someone who would just sit back down, but nonetheless, of course, you are going to be joining the majority, I would imagine. You are perhaps afraid to rise up. Come on, the truth of the matter is, the fact is, these people out there on YouTube are getting a lot of views for no reason. The Gaming Weekly is being left behind. It's time for us to indeed rise up. What's wrong with that? You're going to be upset about that? You're going to be mad over the fact that we're going to be rising up and going against these TGW, or I should say the YouTubers out there going against TGW, trying to mock TGW, not just that, but also being a roadblock to our way to enhance ourselves?
People enjoy, like, there's a reason why these people have viewers is because they're entertaining and they actually bring in good content.
Oh my God, you call that entertaining?
Yes, they have.
Oh,
they have highly edited, highly, it's great production,
yeah,
great camera quality,
sitting on his chair.
The gameplay,
the entire video
is
great
the
editing.
reactions, their personality. See, that's the thing. You probably don't have a good personality.
We have a variety of different emotions.
Your entire personality is just
intertwining.
Your entire personality is just you talking fast, right? So these people, they actually have a personality. They're actually funny.
Hello.
They're actually entertaining.
The personality?
When they have commentary over the gameplay.
Talking about memes. Hello?
No, that's such a very non-nuanced take of their content, right? Like you have to bring in the fact that they're funny to their audience. That's what they keep on.
Too.
Yeah, they're funny. They're entertaining.
They're
that's
not
why
funny.
Their audience
they're
keeps
boring.
on coming back to their videos.
You call
that
funny? They're boring. They talk about the same things on a weekly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we got more Fortnite action. We are back live in TGW, everybody. Moments ago, these three nerds up against me, stating that the Gaming Weekly was, quote, dead. Stated that the Gaming Weekly, of course, was not a good channel compared to the likes of Corey Kenshin and PewDiePie, among others out there. And I believe they are very, very wrong. I believe that these three nerds have no idea what they're talking about. The only reason why they were going against the Gaming Weekly is either A, they're jealous, or B, it's because of the fact that they realize that, well, of course, the majority is against me. So what do? They take the easy way out, and they, of course, go against me. They target me and TGW as a whole. That's the only reason, that's the only explanation that I have, because how do you explain them leaving the broadcast? They left the broadcast. Why? Because they knew that I was right. I was told behind the scenes that I was winning, and there's not one man, not one person in this universe that can actually beat me in a debate. I have all the facts, and the Gaming Weekly truly is better than people like PewDiePie and Corey Kenshin. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Those people are the same on a weekly basis. They just sit there and talk about memes. They sit there and play their games. We are very well-rounded. Anyhow, back into the matchup, and what a shot to the skull. Great momentum boost from this young man, and it's very interesting to see that the momentum shift continues towards this team. The last team standing will be indeed the winning team of Fortnite. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, being told according to the TGW Board of Directors, they're saying that the Gaming Weekly is going to be presenting a Fortnite Championship style matchup soon. That will be taking place in a couple of weeks, so you have something to look forward to as a great TGW fan. And as a great TGW fan, you're probably proud of yourself to be a great TGW fan. The fact that we beat three people in this debate, the fact that we're better than Corey Kenshin, and the fact that we're better than PewDiePie. Uh-oh, look at this. Baby Yoda, though. I'm not quite sure what this young man is doing. Baby Yoda is vulnerable here, and now he's going to be compartmentalized. A 2-on-1 assault now, and look at this. A shot to the abdominal area. The opponent going back and forth like a game of checkers, and now the entire building's been destroyed, and now this young man collapses. Two superstars down and out. They are now rolling as the superstars make their way to actually dismantle these two who are down, and this is going to be a turning point. And now, coming to the aid is their teammate. 21-22 Wed, who's actually doing all he can to try to come to the aid, to try to make these two rise back up. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, wait a second. There we go now, being thrown into the wolves outside. Baby Yoda is still down, folks. He is bleeding in, and I did like the strategy that I believe this young man had. He actually made Yoda inside, he threw Yoda inside the contraction, and the contraption that he made, of course, not allowing any outside interference, of course, coming in to try to eliminate Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's been restored. TGW has been doing a tremendous job, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there really is no community out there that can actually rise up and really take us on. We have the best content there is. There is no YouTube channel that is better. If there was a YouTube channel that was better, then we'd know about it. Clearly, there isn't. The only big YouTubers out there are the people that don't deserve it. They have not earned their subscriptions. They have not earned their views. They have not earned anything. The Gaming Weekly has earned it through the years. And look at this. Again, the assault continues, and the pressure is beginning to build. And now look at this. Once again, building from behind. A clubbing blow right into the back of the neck with a bullet. And what a shot right there. Again, these three are really forming a cohesive unit, working together as a well-oiled machine as one team to be the last man standing, the last three. It's going to be a tough task ahead of them, but the question is, will they do it? Will they succeed here tonight in this matchup? Nonetheless, I was going to say the Gaming Weekly truly is the best channel, and I'll tell you why again. the Gaming Weekly does things very differently every week. It's basically the same for Corey Kenshin, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and among others out there. It really is the same style and concept, how they sit on their chair, they're talking to the camera, and they're talking to their fans. Okay, whoop-de-doo, great stuff. Okay, how is that entertaining? Absolutely not. There's only one channel out there that it's really the best, clearly the best, and that's the Gaming Weekly. Look at this, the variety of different weapons at their disposal. Picking up this weapon again, jumping around, completely the juke and job in this matchup on Fortnite. Of course, Fortnite has been perhaps one of the most polarizing games in the history of video games. I do want to state that the Gaming Weekly back in 2018 has produced a lot of Fortnite events back when TGW fans were absolutely new to the Fortnite world. Fortnite, of course, years and years after, is still filled with a lot of gamers out there. But nonetheless, here we go. This superstar is using a taxi with Baby Yoda using a car. They're actually using vehicles at their advantage. You know, this is going to be pretty smart. They're actually away from the circle. You can see they're currently at Lazy Lake, and the circle clearly is very far away from them, so it's going to be very in their smart interest to actually use a vehicle to enter back into the circle so they can, of course, stay safe inside that safe haven, aka the circle, because the storm is wrapped around, the storm is wrapped around the entire map, engulfing perhaps the frame of the contestants, and if that happens, the storm can indeed eliminate you from the game. So again, it's very critical and crucial for these superstars to go inside the circle as the attack continues now. Inside a taxi, they still are driving towards the circle. And I'm being told from the board of directors, they're saying that people like PewDiePie wouldn't have a chance to debate with us. And that is true. I bet if PewDiePie was in this party, he'd probably be just sitting there listening to how amazing her points have been all night long. There's really no channel out there that can do what we do. I actually implore any other YouTube channel out there to try to do what we can do every single week for the past nearly 6 years. See if they can try to keep up. They can't. They can probably do it for a couple of weeks, probably heck a couple of months. But they cannot do it on a weekly basis and not miss 1 week. That is one thing. It's one thing to make a video of you having fun. It's a completely different thing to be hosting events, interacting with your fans, hosting storylines, and characters, and championships, and the contenderships, and a lot of different things that happen at once here in the Gaming Weekly. It is one thing to do that as opposed to the other stuff. And look at this! Oh my god! He just ran the hell out of that opponent. Look at 2122 Wet, who's inside the taxi. There you see the storm now, completely engulfing these three gentlemen involved in the game, but it's going to be smart, and yes, indeed they do. With the taxi involved, they have entered into the circle, ladies and gentlemen. And that was pretty smart of them to use the taxi as a vehicle to try to get inside the circle, to indeed make sure that they had everything they could, and they're under their own power to use the vehicle to enter into the circle. Storm Eye will shrink in a minute in 25 seconds. Anyways, this matchup is beginning to break down. The turning point has been placed multiple times, and yet again, I believe there's a turning point in the foreseeable future here in this matchup. You can see the collapsed human, the lifeless body, dropping so many aid and bandages and vehicles, dropping so many weapons at their disposal. It's going to be very important for them to try to walk over and try to reassess everything to see if there's any weapons they can use throughout the entirety of the match so they can perhaps pick up the victory in this entire Fortnite game. I like the strategy of Baby Yoda and, of course, this young man who we're spectating right now. Cyber Wolf here with us here tonight. He's been owning it. In fact, there are 13 superstars left. I am being told, folks, this will be the final Fortnite game. Remember, the team championships will be back in a couple of weeks. TGW going to be presented the team championships for the first time in over 2 years. But right now, for the first time in a year, we are in Fortnite. In this matchup, once again, folks, it's going to break down. There was a human into the process. Oh my, look at this. I believe they're actually shooting down sharks. Fortnite has really changed from the last time we actually were here. And the Gaming Weekly now continuing the broadcast. Check this out. This is a very big and thick, completely humongous shark that got taken down. These three really working together as a cohesive unit. I gotta respect these three. My hat's off to these three superstars involved in the game. They have been working tremendously as a team. You can see Baby Yoda and, of course, Cyberwolf are on fire. They literally are picking up the speed and the momentum that they need. They acquire that momentum, and they put their strategies into fruition, and they implement that so they can actually win. As you can see now, this matchup still is going on. Question is, will this team actually be the victory team? Will it be victorious? This is going to be interesting. Cyberwolf now beginning to build up, trying to get the trajectory in this game, and a shot again from behind, a clubbing blow into the back, into the small of the back, but nonetheless, the opponent went down and out, getting eliminated. That means there's only 8 superstars left in this game. 3 superstars involved in this team. You got to watch out, trying to shoot down Cyberwolf. Cyberwolf had the wherewithal to move out of the way at the last second before he got affected there. Going into the top of the mountain, trying to use the sniper rifle to try to avoid the shots right now. Look at this, using a, I believe, building, trying to avoid being shot there. That was incredible. That was a very, very smart tactic of him. Trying to use the building blocks matchup. There's only 7 left, meaning there are 5 other superstars for this team to try to dismantle, to dissect, completely dissect as a team. Look at this, the other opponent into the distance, trying to knock this man down, trying to use the laser, trying to laser off Cyberwolf, and Cyberwolf is zoning in here. Look at this, the storm is coming from behind. The opponent into the distance is incredibly in trouble here. The question is, will he get out of that predicament? This is a predicament I don't think he's gonna get out of. An angry duck getting pointed at by Cyberwolf. You saw that huge collision there. What impact, live tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly. What a shock. The Storm Eye shrinks again in a minute and 18 seconds. But the question is, will this team, the fire that they have, the intensity that they have, that they acquired as a team, make it to perhaps be the last team standing here tonight in this matchup? You can feel the emotions. They're completely palpable, and they are chomping on the bit tonight, folks, scratching and clawing to be the #1 team victory royale. And can it actually happen, as they're literally now on top of the mountain, but figuratively, they're trying to be on top of the mountain, game-wise. Ladies and gentlemen, we may be looking at perhaps the victor here tonight in this match. The 3 gentlemen involved are doing all they can to try to win, try to shoot down up above into the mountain. There's only 6 superstars left. Cyberwolf now sniping down, knocking down the opponent. There's 21-2-2 Ed. Baby Yoda on ground, knocking down the opponents. These two come to the aid of course, Baby Yoda. Oh my God, it is a war here tonight. You can hear the booms left and right, completely rattling the entire map. You can hear the thunderous thuds in the booms taking place tonight in this matchup. It is a war zone on Fortnite. You gotta watch out. The opponent went down and out. This matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is breaking down. You gotta be kidding me. 5 superstars left, and it's become a 3-on-2 situation. The 3-on-2 assault continues. You gotta be kidding me. What a shock. What a great game plan. These 3 have won the entire Fortnite game. Congratulations for what would be the 3rd time in TGW history the Gaming Weekly is now seeing a Fortnite team win an entire game. You can see the celebratory mood that, well, Cyberwolf is in. Congratulations to these 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to end the broadcast, I'll just end it right here, right now to say this. The Gaming Weekly over the next couple of weeks, really over the next couple of months, probably is going to be in the brunt of a lot of criticism. And you know what? We'll take it. The Gaming Weekly, in my estimation, truly is the best channel of all time, and there's no YouTube channel out there that is better than us. And people like PewDiePie and Corey Kenshin and all that stuff, they need to really reassess their channel, because they got to take a good look in the mirror. They got to really take a look at the Gaming Weekly and ask themselves, are we really entertaining the fans like them? And clearly, they will not. The Gaming Weekly truly is the best of all time. The YouTube channels out there really need to copy us, because if they're not similar to us, they're failing. Gaming Weekly is going to be calling out Corey Kenshin and his fans. If you're a Corey Kenshin fan and you're watching this video, we dare you to join us next week live. We'll see you next week, everybody. The Gaming Weekly continuing the resistance.